The universe had a beginning, but who started it? Modern science tells us the universe began with the Big Bang, a singularity that expanded into everything we see today. But the Quran revealed this concept centuries before scientists even had telescopes. Do the disbelievers not see that the heavens and the earth were a closed-up mass, then we tore them apart? Closed-up mass, this perfectly describes the singularity before the Big Bang. And we created every living thing from water. Will they not believe? Today we know that every living organism, from bacteria to humans, depends on water to survive. But how could a book from the 7th century state this before the discovery of microbiology? But the Quran goes even further. Scientists describe the early universe as a hot, dense cloud of gas and dust, what they call cosmic smoke. Now listen to this. Then he turned to the heaven while it was smoke and said to it and to the earth, "Come into being." Can time be measured the same for God? One of the biggest arguments against religious texts is the claim that they contradict science. For example, the Quran states that God created the universe in 6 days. But scientists estimate the universe is 13.8 billion years old. Contradiction? No, cool. Because the Quran also says, a day with your Lord is like 1,000 years of your counting. And in another verse, it says, a day is 50,000 years. If divine days aren't bound by human time, then the Quran's 6 days of creation can perfectly align with billions of years from a scientific perspective. This isn't a mistake. It's an understanding of time that science is only beginning to grasp. But let's go deeper. Who created God? A logical answer. Atheists often ask, if God created everything, who created God? 1,400 years ago, the Prophet Muhammad was asked the same thing. He warned about a logical trap called infinite regression, where every cause must have a cause leading to an endless loop with no solution. But the Quran gives the answer. He was the first and the last, the manifest and the hidden. God is beyond time. He has no beginning. Just as numbers have no highest limit, asking who created God is like asking what's north of the North Pole. The question itself is flawed. But what about life itself? Is it all just an accident? The human body a masterpiece or a coincidence? Right now, your body is performing trillions of actions every second without you even thinking about it. 37 trillion cells working together in perfect harmony. Your heart pumps 7,500 liters of blood every day without ever stopping. Your DNA contains 3 billion genetic letters, the equivalent of 1,000 books filled with instructions. Let me ask you this. If you found a perfectly crafted watch in the desert, would you assume it just appeared by chance? Then how can something infinitely more complex exist without a designer? Even atheist scientists admit that the universe seems fine-tuned for life. The smallest changes in gravity, physics, or chemistry would make life impossible. Coincidence? Or design? The Quran is not a science book, but inside we find descriptions of scientific facts discovered only recently. Embryology, the Quran describes fetal development in stages. Oceanic barriers, it states that two seas meet but do not mix, phenomenon caused by differences in salinity and density. Expanding universe, Quran says we are expanding the universe, a fact only discovered in the 20th century. How could a 7th century book contain knowledge that took modern science 1,400 years to confirm? And now, as promised, the secret that has baffled scientists for decades, the shocking mystery that science can't explain. In 1965, scientists discovered something strange, a mysterious radiation spread across the universe, coming from everywhere at once. It was the afterglow of the Big Bang, the proof that the universe had a beginning. But what they didn't expect was what came next. Despite all the knowledge we've gained, scientists still can't explain what came before the Big Bang. What caused it? Why did it happen? Even the greatest minds, Stephen Hawking, Einstein, admitted they had no answer. But the Quran did. Allah's the creator of all things. The Quran doesn't just say God created the universe. It describes its origin, its expansion, and its laws in ways science is only beginning to understand. Coincidence or the ultimate proof? Final thought, will you ignore the signs? The universe is not random. The signs are everywhere for those willing to see. The Quran says, "We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth." The question is, will you see them or ignore them? Comment below, do you believe in God? Why or why not? Let's have a discussion. And if you found this video eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and share, because more people deserve to see the truth. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep questioning.